I'm Anthony from Haslage, and today I want to talk about voice acting. Now, I'm not teaching a course because I'm not a teacher, and I don't even know how you would teach people how to do voices. But since I saw Dana Carvey back on Saturday Night Live, I always tried to do different voices. And funny story, in high school, I think it was 11th grade, they were giving out awards to students for certain talents or whatever, and somebody was better than me. So that tells you how low a bar I put myself. A lot of people are better than me. I was ticked off when that guy won, and then I got an award immediately afterwards for my good spirit or whatever. And I walk up to the principal who's handing out the awards. He says, "Don't you feel like an ass now?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I used to be able to do like a larger range of voices at a higher pitch. So I got sick while I was in college, and I can no longer hit that higher register anymore. And I don't think my voice is particularly deep, but when I hear it, it sounds deeper than when I hear it when I'm talking. So do with that what you will. So one of the easiest voices for me to do is actually the deepest, most raspy. And it takes me a second because I have to like move my vocal cords or my Adam's apple down, and like I don't have to physically touch it. I just kind of have to force it. What was it? Dr. Claw, and then it go, "Next time, catch it next time," and it really hurts. And then I can talk in it. Down, Medcat, down. But that. It's not ticklish. It's unpleasant. When I was in college, when my voice did change to a lower register, one of my dudes, his name's Carlos, he actually runs a production company called Line 10 Entertainment. He's like, "Well, what about a movie announcer voice?" I was like, "Well, I don't know how to do that." When he says, "Just pretend you're Batman." I'm like, "Oh." So it's weird because I have to go, "In a village down the road," or something. I'm Batman, and then basically everybody's Batman voice is this: "I'm Batman." Generic, and like, okay. So Will Arnett's really good, I think. You know who's really good Batman? The dude from the Drew Carey Show. He just basically uses his own voice with the "I'm talking in a deeper, graspier, voicey thing," and I'm like, okay, cool. Diedrich Bader is who I was thinking of. Because Will Arnett's Lego Batman, Diedrich Bader is Brave and the Bold Batman, but he's also the Batman and Harley Quinn. So before my voice lowered, I also used to be able to do Pee Wee Herman. It doesn't sound right anymore. "I know you are, but what am I?" It does not sound right to me. And when I play it back, it sounds deeper than it really should be. So I'm like, "Oh, my bike!" It just sounds like me trying to do a higher pitch. I don't like it. So then Elvis Presley, I actually can sing in Elvis's voice, and which is funny, my dad can sing like Bing Crosby, so it's interesting. It's like we could do a duet, but it was a blue suede shoes. There's a Queen song, and Freddie Mercury sings like Elvis in the song. The song I'm trying to remember is a Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And the opening is like gibberish. Is a crazy little thing called love. I don't remember the opening. Although I did just play it to figure out what the song's name was. But and the crazy little thing called love, crazy little thing called love, and that sounds like Elvis to me. So another one I used to be able to do was Ross Perot, but basing it on Dana Carvey, he would do this exaggerated high-pitched voice, and I don't think I can do Ross Perot anymore, and I can sometimes do the Elder Bush, H.W. Bush, not W, because W is like, it's a whole different thing. I don't think I can key that one in, but it would be prudent on this juncture, and it doesn't sound right anymore. because it does this weird thing where I have to like throw my tongue in the back of my throat. Here's a church, here's steep. It doesn't sound right? Hey, Barb. It doesn't. I'm trying to like think of something. Hey, no, it was like Dick Cheney's not his vice president. That was I forget who vice president for. Oh, it was Gore. That's right. It wouldn't be prudent on this juncture. You know, I can't. It doesn't sound right anymore because it's a higher voice. And then, of course, I watch anime, so I'm like, well, who can I do from anime? The captain's coming to get you. You know, and it sounds like a DJ, like, play the greatest hits of the 80s. You know, and I swear there is a DJ that sounded like that back when I was little. And then you can do, like, Berta, Jace, Gildo. And you start naming off Captain Ginyu. Yeah, and whatever. I think I missed Raccoon there, but if you know Dragon Ball, you know the names. And then there was, so a little bit lower there is Cell, and I mean Imperfect Cell. Oh, Piccolo, you taste so delicious. Let me have a... And it gets perverted because Cell is perverted. Every time I see Cell, Imperfect Cell, he talks about sucking people, and it's not... Come here, Krillin. You know, like the Hopkins movie where he eat Chianti and kidney beans or something like that. Anyway, I can't sustain most of the gravelly voices for very long because it actually hurts really bad. I was doing an interview with a voice actor from the UK, and he does a number of the voices for, I don't know if you've heard of it. If you like Dragon Ball and you watch YouTube, he's part of Team 4-Star, and he does the voices of pretty much like Krillin, Goku, Vegeta, Cell. And I've also been trying to do All Might, which is from My Hero Academia. And he's just a higher redder. You're kind of just screaming all the time. And because obviously it's Chris Sabat for the American or English voices, so you kind of just try to mimic him. I can't seem to adjust it to get back to Piccolo or Vegeta. And I'm trying to like warp it, because you have to, like, the back of my throat, I'm trying to tighten my throat to do it, and it just doesn't work that way. Oh, nope. See, because I keep wanting to go into Pee-wee, and that is, think of a way to do it. But as it was explained to me by Masako X is the name of the voice actor from the UK, he practices so much that because he uses his voice for different voices multiple times a week, because he puts out like 2 to 3 videos a week. He even has an announcer voice, definitely not like mine. His is more like him doing All Might, but he actually sounds very comparable to the American voice cast for everything but Goku and Krillin. So his Hercule's pretty dead on, his Vegeta and Piccolo, Beerus. A lot of people I see who do Goku and Krillin's voice, they kind of mimic the Japanese tone of the voice. Even for Gohan, same thing. And I don't know if anybody knows, well, I mean, some people know, but the Japanese voices for Goku and Gohan and Goten are all females. And actually, I think the same woman in Japan. So people kind of mimic that if they're not Sean Schemmel. So, like, I think Sean Schemmel is actually kind of doing his version of a voice. When Dragon Ball first came to America, there was a different voice actor doing it for the first season. Orange Group, I think. Because I had one of those DVDs from Orange Group where Goku's voice didn't sound right. After I heard Sean Schemmel do Goku's voice. And I definitely cannot do that. I'm like, I can't. And Sean Schemmel also does the voice of King Kai. And you can clearly hear it's Goku's voice with like his nose plugged. Anyway, because I can do like something range. So, but I feel like the higher I go, the more nasal it is. Which is kind of where the Pee-wee register is. But again, I don't do it enough, so it doesn't stay there. But I'm not a voice actor. I do voices for fun and for funny, comedy stuff. But that's just a sample of what I can do. I'm sure there's probably more, but hey, that if you need me to do a voice, you've heard what I can do. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. We would also like to thank our contributors and patrons for supporting this video. If you wish to add to the discussion, post a comment below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. Thank you for checking out our content. Before you leave, please remember to click like and then subscribe. If you want to receive notifications, do not forget to enable them by clicking on the bell. Then afterwards, check out our social media at HaslageNet and our website at Haslage.net.